Hello, my name is Derek Baker, and this is CBD with DB. In this segment, I'm going to discuss my thoughts surrounding medical marijuana and PTSD. Now, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a researcher, and I'm certainly not a therapist. I am a PTSD sufferer who has used marijuana most of his life to try and deal with the issues it's created for me. Now, one of the reasons why I joined this industry was in order to gain better access for both knowledge and product. So in this, I'm going to attempt to share with you what I have learned about medical marijuana and PTSD. Now, it helps if we have a basic understanding of what PTSD is. Essentially, what it is it's traumatic memory that's been burned into the back of your mind so that your nervous system is constantly being pushed into that fight or flight mode. You're constantly on the awareness for threats, and your body is always being prepared to quickly fight or to flight from that threat. This creates a couple of different problems for us. The first problem that it creates is more of an emotional or psychological issue. By always being in that fight or flight mode, we're looking at everything though it's a threat that's going to come at us. So we're on the defense for everything at all times. This can actually be very traumatic for relationships and experiences in life. In fact, quite often we become so defensive, we become aggressive, and we start to destroy the things in our lives. The second problem that it creates is more of a physical problem. You see, on a regular basis, there's supposed to be energy put into repairing and fixing the body. But when we're put into this fight or flight mode, all the energy is put into the senses and preparing the body to fight or flight. Very much like if you had a ship at sea. On a regular basis, your sailors are taking care of the boat, making sure that it's going to stay afloat, keep it from corroding, fixing problems as they develop. It's only when battle stations get called, everyone goes and deals with that part of the issue. Then they're looking for the threats that are coming at the ship, and they're not dealing with the small things on board. The only fires they're going to put out are the ones that immediately threaten the ship or the sailors on board. Well, your body will end up working the same way. It'll report to you your headaches and other things, but it won't be taking care of all the other small issues, and it will allow other health issues to creep up upon you. PTSD can also prevent people from sleeping. That lack of sleep just further compounds any other health and or psychological issues that they're already dealing with. So how exactly does marijuana help with these things? Well, personally, I believe there's a couple of different ways. First of all, CBD, whether it comes from hemp or from marijuana, I believe is very beneficial. It helps relax the body, calm the person down. I believe by helping to smooth out the nervous system dysfunction, that nervous system dysfunction is actually the very basis of most people's anxiety, the feeling of unease that they feel inside, and that unease actually compounds the effects of our PTSD symptoms. So by relieving that nervous system dysfunction, it smooths it out, relieves, makes you feel better. Thus, it's easier to deal with the PTSD symptoms as they come up. THCa, the non-active version of THC, I believe also works in the same way. As a muscle relaxant and as an anti-inflammatory, it helps soothe the pains and calm the body down, as well as a neural dysfunction issue. It helps calm the nervous system down, and that also further relieves the anxiety that people are dealing with. THC that's been activated is an entirely different story. It's doing something quite different. One of the most common side effects of THC usage is, that's right, memory loss. Normally, this is considered a downside. However, in the case of PTSD, this is exactly what we're looking for. THC will go through, can erase that memory that's in the background, and now we can actually be present in the moment and enjoy our surroundings and our relationships. We do have to recognize that activated THC, though, is a double-edged sword. It creates a couple of problems we need to be aware of. The first problem, the average person can't function very well during the day with THC in their system, so really they can only use it at night. However, using it at night is one of the best times to be using it, because what it does is it can go through and help erase the memories so that as we're sleeping, our dreams can't become nightmares, which then wake us up. One of my friends keeps himself busy during the day with both work and also by using a little bit of CBD to focus his mind, but then at night he's found that just a little bit of THC is what it actually takes to get through the night. The second problem with activated THC is it can really overactivate the imagination, especially if you have mixed it with the wrong terpenes. Typically, what's considered a sativa goes through and activates the imagination. That's why we call it the dancer's drug or the artist's drug. However, when it activates the imagination, it reaches down and can really turn those into nightmares. Sometimes that little shadow in the background can become a whole flock of demons. So we should really stick with indica if we're going to be using THC on a regular basis to be controlling our nightmares or our memories. Cannabis can be an excellent tool for helping to control the symptoms of PTSD, but I would like to make something perfectly clear. Myself, nor anyone that I actually know whose opinion I respect, would actually say marijuana is a cure for PTSD. It is only a tool to be able to help deal with your symptoms, to cope, to get through the day. Therapy is what everyone needs if they have PTSD. Cannabis can help you while you're in therapy if your therapist agrees with it. It can help you between therapies, and it can help you prepare yourself to get ready for therapy. But do not fool yourself into believing that cannabis marijuana usage is going to prevent the need for therapy if you have PTSD. Please take this seriously. Now, I hope you have found this video to be helpful, and if you have, please press the like button, please subscribe so you can get my future videos, and share this video with anyone who you think may find it useful. My name is Derek Baker, and this has been CBD with DB. Thank you very much for watching.